Yeah, it's a brilliant team to be a part of. All the guys have been really accommodating. Everyone's really trying hard and performing as well as they can. Luckily, we've got a great dynamic at the moment. We're taking wickets and we're winning close games, which is crucial to making a good run in tournaments like this. We spoke about it before the tournament even started when we had the week together and we had a fire at our coach, Adi Birrell's farm. And we really made a point of acknowledging that we were champions, but we're not this year. So we're doing what we did last year, going out and hunting and making sure we're fighting, looking ahead, ready for finals. Yeah, I think the biggest asset for our bowling group is our diversity. We've got a guy that's left arm and 12'6". You got me, short and fat, bowling swingers, right arm over the wicket. You've got Bartman, who's been exceptional this tournament, hitting Yorkers and bowling really well at the death. And then spin combo of Dawson, Harmer throughout the middle, left arm, right arm has been really, really effective for us. So, I think the diversity really helps us, that we can bowl different guys in different scenarios depending on what the game requires. So hopefully that can keep working for us going into finals. To be honest with you, I didn't think about it before I arrived because we were meant to train here yesterday, but there was thunderstorms and lightning, so we didn't last very long outside the change room. But I was here years ago on an Australian tour, but I'd been well and truly dropped at that point of the tour. But I came on for one ball as 12th man and caught a sky ball that Riley Rousseau hit straight up in the air that I wasn't ready for. But it's an amazing stadium and an iconic venue in South Australian cricket. So it's a pleasure to play here, and I think the SA20 is really getting people, or bums on seats, coming to watch a great cricket tournament. So it's good news all round. To be honest, I think it's just being older and having a bit more experience, and then being at peace with getting hit for six or getting a wicket. I think that composure is hard to fake, and I think just as you get older, you just figure out that you'll do exactly the same thing and either get hit for six or get a wicket. So I think it's just maintaining that consistency and kind of playing the game rather than worrying about technique and your opposition. But I think, I won't say too much because I'm bound to go for 60 next week, so I'll leave it there. I can't speak for last year, obviously, because I wasn't here, but as I spoke about, we've got a lot of diversity with our bowlers, and then two of the best players in South African cricket at the moment. You got Markram and Stubbs in the middle order. You got Abel, who's been brilliant, averaging 50, I think, in this tournament, and then obviously the class of Herman and Malan up top. So I think we're a really all-rounded team that all playing as a unit, and I think that's going to help us put us in good stead for finals.
And just to follow up on that, if you look at the JSK side, they're fairly experienced bunch where you guys have got a decent mix. Do you think that the youthful energy that carries the team a little bit over?
Yeah, I think tonight specifically it was just we had all the luck, and sometimes in T20 that's all it takes. We had 2 catches down the leg side, we had a half tracker caught by the keeper, we had a couple of reviews go our way, and then all of a sudden you've taken 7, 8, 9 wickets and the game's almost dead at that point. But I think our last few games we've had low scoring affairs, and I think that is a credit for our bowling group, but also it's a test for our batters to make sure that we get the job done with those low totals. Yeah, well, it could be a bit different in the second half because he's just had not him, but his wife had a baby a few days ago, so he might be running on a bit less sleep than he was. He'll be hoping that we're playing as many away games as possible. But no, he's bowled really well in power play, but mostly middle overs and death has been his skill set's really shown through, because he's just had the canny ability to just hit the top of the stump's length and then being able to nip it both ways on the pitches that have enabled it. And then in death overs he's been exceptional, nailing his Yorkers and really being smart with fields and the variations that he's using. So yeah, he's a great bloke to have in our team, and I'm sure he'll be back out there and performing well for the last few games of the season. I think just new experience more than anything. I heard about it last year, and all the guys that I spoke to raved about the competition. It's great crowds. South Africa's an amazing country to come and visit and see culturally, as well as the cricket side of things. But yeah, I think just a new experience, challenge myself in different conditions and be part of a group that are all striving for success. And I think so far it's been well worthwhile. Yeah, well, you get another chance, don't you, if you finish first or second. So we've got 2 big games coming up against Pal, one there and one at St George's. So I know for a fact our fans at St George's will all be out in force and making as much noise as they can to get us over the line. And as far as I'm aware, one win from those 2 will get us a top 2 spot. So that's what we'll be gunning for. I'm not Australian anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Be objective about
Yeah. I'm enjoying the winter of the county season now, so get to come and enjoy the sun rather than be stuck out there on flat pitches in South Australia.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
Yeah, we're struggling to read the wicket, and I think there is an advantage to bowl first. The nature of the wicket is sitting up and just creating a few problems, and that's not just for us, it's been all teams that have batted first on it. What we have struggled to do is really understand the nature of each surface we're playing on. I think to get the best out of your home territory, you have to be in sync with that, and we're just a little bit out of sync with the way we're playing, but also understanding as the wickets go through a bit of transformation. It's fair to say they were slowish last year. They're starting to get a few characteristics back of the old Wanderers, but somewhere in between, and we don't know each day what we're going to get. Can't use that as an excuse, but it is playing a part in us being a little bit uncertain at home, which I don't like. DSG, for example, playing a brand of cricket which is really in sync with their ground, and they're reaping the award. So we're just out of sync, and we're not playing well enough to get it the right way. Yeah, well, it was actually really interesting because in the auction we bought tall fast bowlers because we and I were expecting it to tram through, and very quickly we realised that wasn't the case. And I was actually a bit disappointed about it because my memories of the Wanderers tramming through with the big cracks were outstanding. It was a real characteristic of the ground. So we had to pivot quite quickly there and did that and had some success. Here, go look at our first team we picked. We had the China left Zahir Khan, we had Imran Tahir. So we are thinking it's going to do the same. And results in the games leading up to it domestically had been a little bit mixed, but the middle, looking at internationals, they suggested it was going to turn again. So first game we played, it was trammed through quite quick. So again, we're faced with the scenario of trying to pivot, and we just haven't done it well enough. Mate, it's too good a coaching. We're in too good a form because we're nicking everything. Is that a positive spin on a crap day?
Yes, it does.
I'm not sure a coach has said that after being bowled out for 78, but it was one of those. It was one of those days where we would have played and missed 2 or 3 times. Everything took the edge on both sides, down leg side and the off side. So while we lament not being able to get through it, sometimes mother cricket has its say. And then I'm sitting there looking at the amount of times we go past the bat, even in the short time that even Andre Berger 3 times in a row to Milan, he's a great player. So sometimes you shake your head and it's not your day and you think, geez, how could we get out of it? Yeah, maybe a little bit of luck, but maybe a little bit more defence. But when you do that, you become too cautious. And that's where this great game of T20 really tests you. And sometimes, to go back to your question, the confidence has to be bluffed. And you just got to keep stepping forward. So you can't overanalyze days like this. We can be really disappointed, and we are, because we thought after Cape Town we'd been given an opportunity to get a bit of a push and control our own destiny. But today we weren't good enough to do that. Yeah, I think the way I look at it is 3. There's a split result which would be pretty clear what we need to do. There would be probably if it was just a couple of Mumbai wins without bonus point, then a bonus point win here might edge us over. So the scenarios are there right in front of us. The unfortunate thing is it is out of our control. If Pretoria are good enough, then we might struggle. But it's it's disappointing that we haven't been able. A game that irritates me a little bit is the Pearl Rocks game here. I thought 170 was plenty. So sometimes those are the games you look back and say we let one slip there. But yeah, we have got a chance, which is good considering some of the performances and. The nature of the tournament has allowed us to stay alive, so we have to do a bit of work over the next couple of days, both mentally, not so much physically, more mentally, to be in a position to take that. I love the comp. I think it's outstanding. I think the short nature of it can be demanding with a bit of travel, but it's intense. It's incredibly well supported. I think the wickets after the first week or so have dropped off a little bit, which have created little bit of inconsistency with performances and games. So we're in the entertainment business, so we've got to make sure the balance is right. I don't mind a game that's dominated by ball every now and then, but you just got to make sure that entertainment-wise is what the crowd need to see. So I think that's been a big testing. Days like today, particular, aren't great for the product, but all in all, I think it's in great shape, and we have to protect that and nurture that and make sure it keeps growing, because it's a great place to play cricket, and it's a great environment to be a part of.